It's almost impossible to overestimate Stan Lee's true impact on popular culture. Because of Stan Lee and the characters and worlds he built, the pop culture landscape will never be the same. Lee wrote stories far different than the dominating DC Comics stories. He has these superheroic, amazing characters living realistic lives, having realistic views and realistic problems. The radical story of a reluctant hero whose powers are forced upon them broke the mold. Anyone could be a hero. And the comic books have deep moral lessons for everybody of every color and of every gender. Everybody is represented. And this all started because of Stan Lee. These characters felt believable. He made it okay for us to be different, to be who we are. He added depth and a sense of relatability to the characters that readers had never before seen, and changed how comic books were written and how they were looked at. He is responsible for the concept of the shared universe, in which characters from different franchises would interact with each other and impact larger storylines throughout the entire Marvel universe and films. Stan Lee created a monthly column called Sans Soapbox, which often addressed issues of discrimination and prejudice back when civil rights were being fought for. It was also during this time that Lee paved the way for equal representation in the industry with the first African American heroes in leading roles with Black Panther in 1966 Fantastic Four number 52 and the Falcon in 1969's Captain America number 117, as well as strong female role models and leads of their own comic book series in the forms of Black Widow and the Scarlet Witch, all immensely popular characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Eventually, Black Panther's original storyline would be turned into the world's highest-grossing solo superhero film, and Avengers Infinity War Part 1 of 2 films that are the culmination of the last 10 years and 22 interconnected films never before done, standing as the 4th highest-grossing film of all time. It is this very success that has deeply impacted the film industry and caused it to stand up and take notice, now with DC Comics and Universal Studios' Dark Universe setting up their own interconnected cinematic universes with many more waiting in the wings. Not only has Stan Lee transcended the industry he had helped create by reinventing the way comic books were done, how their stories were told, and the legitimacy of the medium, but his influence and impact on the film industry has caught up to his impact on comic books. While through the years there are always fads, a genre of movies that take over only to fade away as quickly as they came, superhero films have dominated the cinematic landscape for over a decade now with no signs of slowing down, all boasting incredible record-breaking and record-setting box office numbers that were previously thought to be impossible for any genre. Due directly to this legitimacy of the genre, comic book conventions have quickly become massive events where people from all over the world get together to celebrate their favorite comic books, films, and characters, mingling with the stars of their favorite franchises. Here, everyone from every background can get together, some wearing costumes of their favorite characters, all celebrating the same thing. The atmosphere of these conventions is one of all-inclusive unity and joy. Nobody is looked down upon and nobody is excluded. People are genuinely connected to Stan Lee as much as they are to his creations, easily seen by witnessing the true distress due to the snap of the fingers by Thanos, the big bad guy of the last cinematic decade. It is no coincidence that in the face of World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War, Stan Lee was creating heroes we could look up to and relate to help us through it all. And now again, the world is facing ever-growing strife, anger, and division, and Lee's creations, now through film, are there to help us through it all again. Stan Lee's impact on popular culture is one of utmost positivity, promoting unity and love for each other. He is universally loved by all because he loves us all. I leave you with these final wise words from the man himself.
Hi, heroes. This is Stan Lee coming at you. Want you to know, Marvel has always been and always will be a reflection of the world right outside our window. That world may change and evolve, but the one thing that will never change is the way we tell our stories of heroism. Those stories have room for everyone, regardless of their race, gender, religion, or color of their skin. The only things we don't have room for are hatred, intolerance, and bigotry. That man next to you, he's your brother. That woman over there, she's your sister. And that kid walking by, hey, who knows? He may have the proportionate strength of a spider. We're all part of one big family, the human family, and we all come together in the body of Marvel. And you're part of that family. You're part of the Marvel universe that moves ever upward and onward to greater glory. In other words, Excelsior!